Pilates Powerhouse is a classic term. I don't think very many people use it anymore that commonly, except for probably the most classical Pilates teachers. But I don't use it as much anymore, but just I think it's good to know that the Powerhouse was, you guys remember what Joe Pilates Powerhouse was? Yes, deep abdominals, glutes, and adductors. So that brings us back, if you really activate all of those at once, that brings us back into that posterior posture, right? If I really turn on all of those, I'm going to be posterior here. So that's, since we know that's not where we want to be all the time, we focus more on other muscles, also those muscles, but not to that extent. And the glute that we focus on the most now is not glute max, but glute medius. Why? It keeps your hips and pelvis aligned properly, right? And keeps you from that swaggering runway model walking, right? So that's the glute that we focus on a lot more now. Those are the ones he thought we should be focused on. But to his credit, thank you, he was one of the very first people to realize that the deep abdominals were necessary in order to help the body and the spine and strength. So at his time, there was nobody talking about that. In the 40s and 50s and 60s, nobody was talking about that, right? But he actually did. And it wasn't until the 90s that research started to be done about the muscles, spinal muscle or abdominal muscles supporting the spine or the core. We didn't have that understanding. Now we know, right, that your deeper, why is it that your deeper abdominals stabilize your spine and not like rectus? Why are we turning off rectus a lot of the time? Rectus is too far away. It actually pulls, I think, away from the spine. The deep abdominals are the closest we're going to get. And what is the true job of transverse abdominus? Do you guys remember? Compress the abdomen, compress your guts, right? Yeah, so its job is actually to hold your intestines in and the guts in. But because it does such a good job of that, it actually gives you some stability in the spine as well.